Hi, I'm Alex Gray with IMA TV, and I'm here with none other than the founder and chairman of the Internet Marketing Association, Sinan Kanastis. Thank you so very much for being here.
Alex, nice to see you again. Thank you.
So please tell us a little bit more about your role and what you do as chairman and founder.
Great. Well, started the organization about 11 years ago. I was just blown away that there was no Internet Marketing Association. There's the Direct Marketing Association, the Public Relations Society of America, American Marketing Association. All these groups have been doing this for a lot of years, but it seems traditional. And we felt that at the time I was being interviewed by different associations to speak on the topic of Internet. So I said, well, let's start our own. And our CPA and I threw around a couple names, and I liked the Internet Marketing. And we put association behind it, copyrighted it, trademarked, and here we are today. And we've worked nonstop and grew the organization up to about 700,000 professional members. And my day-to-day role is just to keep the members happy, just like feeding your children. That's what we have to do. And we're very humbled by the growth of the organization. And the one thing that makes us different is we are an internet company where we are a .com with hundreds of thousands of connectors. But we are also a physical organization, as you can see by this conference. We've got some great partnerships with LinkedIn, Adobe, Google, universities like Chapman and UCI and Caltech. And bringing all this wealth of knowledge and leadership together is what IMA is about. So part online collaboration, part physical collaboration, because as you know, Alex, you're a successful businessman in Canada. You have to meet people in person in order for business to engage. If you don't, nothing will happen. It's just like having a baby, right? You can't have a baby virtually.
I'm actually very interested in knowing then if you could give some advice to the people watching. What can a company do right now to bolster and improve their social media marketing strategy?
Social media seems to be the hot topic of our event for the second year consecutively. It's no wonder. Facebook has 900 million users, and those users spend an average of 3 hours and 47 minutes a day on Facebook. It's infectious. So social media has actually become the new internet. Facebook is as big as the World Wide Web. That's why every company here is touching and talking and communicating and socializing about social media. So whether you're a huge conglomerate business, a Fortune 500, or if you're a small business, social media has to be in your day-to-day communications and marketing. What a business can do to successfully succeed first is grow your database. You have to have a following. It doesn't make sense to post content if no one's listening. So what we recommend is get your email database out, start your telemarketing, do campaigns and promotions. Facebook advertising has great ROI, and start driving people to follow you. Once people are following you, have relevant content. I think you may have interviewed Intigi, they're one of our partners. And I see the great content that comes from this aggregation service, so you don't have to actually do the writing of the content. It's repurposed for you, and you can just post it on your Facebook, your Google+, and your Twitter. And that engagement is very important for your followers. It makes you a greater thought leader in your business. And it's amazing because only about 10% of all businesses right now are doing effective social media.
And so then what tools do you believe that make a significant impact on a company's social marketing strategy? What tools can people use?
And that's a great question, Alex, and for every business it's different. You can have Facebook as your tool. You can also have, you can hire a PR agency to go out there and find people to engage. There's all these mid-tier tools too, like we mentioned Intigi, like Top Tier, and these types of integration companies like Janrain, the folks that are in the middle that offer some value and service to help propel your social media is something that we recommend. If you're a business-to-business company, you may use a tool like Janrain to help with survey analysis and those types of things in your social media plan. If you're an end user type of company like Nike selling to consumers, you're going to probably stick to Facebook advertising and core end user retail advertising. So with every organization is different, but what we recommend is that engagement level. You have to make the investment to see the return. There's a great organization called Post-Release. There's content aggregators. And in our industry and social media, I'll end with this, content is king. They say cash is king. In digital marketing, it's content. So the more you write and the more authentic it is, the richer you're going to be. So that's how I would post that response.
Really great. Thank you very much, then. What are a few things that you see coming down the pipeline in terms of predictions for social media marketing?
Right. So the big thing, and not just outside of, not just social media, but internet marketing as a whole, is predictive. For the first time, because of ad trends and just looking at the different types of studies that are coming in, but also just looking at your website performance and the tools that you use, whether it be Facebook marketing or Twitter marketing or Google Plus or just search engine optimization or newsletter, you can actually study that data. And there are tools now that can predict. Adobe, as a great example, has Site Catalyst, and their products and the way that they can do the predictive advertising is invaluable. I also own a PR internet marketing firm, as you know, KCOM, and we have some big Fortune 500 companies that are now starting to deploy the Site Catalyst product, invaluable for their predictive analysis. What if I told you I can predict how many customers are going to come to you based on your spend? That's happening now in internet marketing. This is where the future is. In fact, in about 5 minutes, we're starting dual tracks on analytics and predictive advertising. This is going to be the future of not just, in the question that you're asking, but the future of our industry. So, yeah. Yeah.
That is fantastic. Okay, I'm going to end the interview here, and I'm going to let you get on with this busy and beautiful day.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
much
you.
for putting this
Thank
on
you.
for all
Thank
of
you.
us.
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank you. This is Sinan Kanazes, and I'm Alex Gray with IMA TV. We'll see you at the next interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all your support, Alex. You're a great partner.
Absolute pleasure. Thank
Okay.
you. Hello, this is Alex Gray with IMA TV. I am here with Mr. Matt Longi from Adobe. He is the Senior Director of Product Marketing. We're very honored to have you here today with us.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you for being here. This is great.
Great to be here.
Could you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do at Adobe?
Sure, absolutely. So I run product marketing for the Adobe Digital Marketing Business Unit. Now, most people know Adobe for Photoshop and our creative suite of products. Adobe's invested and acquired a number of companies over the last 3-4 years to really build out the digital marketing side of the business. The idea being that you create content, you put it up on your website, and then you want to measure it and monetize it. So how do we go make more money with all the investments we're making in digital marketing? So we have a nearly $1 billion business in digital marketing. We're growing about 40% a year. So it's kind of high growth, high stakes, but our customers are really, really passionate and really hungry to leverage the tools, the technology, the capabilities we bring to them to help them drive their digital marketing business.
Wow. And I'd like to also ask you, what are the products that have been recently introduced by Adobe, and would you be able to share them with us? That'd be great to hear.
Sure, absolutely. So we offer a whole suite of products, everything ranging from analytics to digital advertising to site optimization, A/B testing, multivariate testing, a whole bunch of ways and products and technologies to help digital marketers better engage with their customers. The latest product that we just introduced is called Adobe Social. And what Adobe Social does is it really helps businesses connect the dots with all their investments across social with the actual business results that they're seeing. So one of the issues or complaints or challenges that we've heard from the market and our customers is, I'm investing a lot in Facebook and Twitter, we have blogs, we have a number of things that we're doing across social, but I can't connect that back to, is it driving revenue? Is it driving visitors back to my site? Do I have influencers out there saying good things about my business or my products and services that are influencing other people to buy those products and services? So the whole idea is we bring that together with this product as part of our digital marketing suite, and it helps our customers connect those dots between the investment in social that they're making and the actual business result, whether it's revenue, visitors to my site, more videos watched, more information that's consumed, whatever their business objective is.
Okay, and what technologies does Adobe provide in the social marketing arena?
So, yep. Absolutely. So Adobe Social is the primary foundational product that we offer there. One of the things that we also do is part of this suite of applications, we tie it together with other applications. So for example, in the advertising arena, we have capabilities that helps our customers go deliver advertising across Facebook and other social channels, and then tie that back through Adobe Social, as well as other analytics products that we have. For example, we have a product called Adobe Site Catalyst. We bring all those together, and that's part of that creating that insight, telling a story with the data, helping the customers really understand what's happening in their social investments, what they're doing in social. So the idea is that a social strategist who's trying to figure out, how do I engage more customers on Facebook? How do I drive this like button on my product page and connect the dots between people clicking that like button and actually referring their friends to come back to the site to buy more of their products or services. So the whole idea is we bring that together, we give that insight, that analysis to our customers, and they can make better decisions. They can invest where they're making money and divest where they're not making money. And so there's a whole series of products that we have across the suite that help our customers do this.
Fantastic, fantastic. And so which social media tools does Adobe use to market your services, and how effective are they?
Sure. So of course we use our own tools.
Right.
We are, as they say in the software industry, we eat our own dog food, drink our own champagne. So in addition to our tools, we're quite active across social media. So LinkedIn, for example. So we do quite a bit with LinkedIn via advertising through LinkedIn, doing things with campaigns through LinkedIn InMail. So really looking at that as an opportunity. We have a very substantial partnership with Facebook. Facebook has a program where they recognize their technology partners with essentially badges based on the technology, the integration, number of aspects across how well it integrates with Facebook. We are the only software company in the world to have all 4 of those coveted badges from Facebook that basically states to a customer, to the market, that we're very well integrated with Facebook. So we, of course, use Facebook to drive our business on a number of sides. One being bringing customers to the Adobe site, making them aware of our products and services. Number 2 is we think about even employees, trying to find top talent and employees to come to Adobe. Facebook as an opportunity to do that, as well as LinkedIn, of course. So we're heavily invested in social media. In fact, roughly 2/3, almost 3/4 of our marketing spend at a corporate level is spent in digital marketing. So we're heavily invested across digital marketing, social being a key aspect of that. In fact, we have a whole social marketing team that we've built out at Adobe that is heavily engaged with tracking and understanding and following what's happening in the social networks, as well as driving campaigns and driving advertising and driving other ways of promoting our business across social. So pretty exciting times for us.
It really is. Sounds amazing. And I'm very honored that you were able to come and share this information with us and these product announcements. They're fantastic. I'm going to end the interview here, and I would like to thank you for being here.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us at IMA TV. I'm Alex Gray, and we'll see you at the next interview. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Alex Gray with IMA TV. I'm here with Frederick Valaise from Top Tier Tools. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Tell us a little bit about Top Tier. What do you guys do?
Yeah, so I was at Google for 10 years, and 6 months ago I decided I wanted to set out and start my own business. And it was really playing on the fact that there's still a big gap between the understanding of online marketing and connecting that to the fact that consumers, 97% of consumers, research stuff online. And so you have all these companies out there who are just inundated with information about what they should be doing with online marketing, but it's very tough to make sense of that. And so we're trying to simplify that. And one thing that we're doing is we have a dashboard, and the dashboard pulls in data from all of your different sources, whether that be Google Analytics, Cloud Score, Twitter, Facebook, SEO data, so how is your page ranking, and it gives you all of that on a single page. And then based on that, what we thought we could do is actually give you really specific action items and insights, right? So the problem that you see nowadays is there's so much information out there, and people just don't know where to start with it. And we think by looking at certain signals, we could, for example, go to your website and we could tell you, hey, your page title is kind of lame. You probably want to change that. And we'll explain why that matters, how that's going to help you in your organic rankings, and then we'll give you really specific tutorials that say this is exactly how you go about it, and really hold your hand throughout the whole process. So if you're not the most tech-savvy person, we still think you should be able to do all these fairly technical things that really will have an impact on your business on the internet.
That's fantastic. What are the products that have been recently introduced by Top Tier? Would you be able to share a few insights with us?
Sure. Yeah, so we just launched the dashboard, the first version of it, and it already has Facebook data, it has Twitter data, it has your Cloud Score, which is a reflection of how authoritative you are on social media, right? One of the big things that people have an issue with these days is everybody says you need to do social media, but it's really hard to measure what kind of impact that has for your business. And so here you have a Cloud Score, which is a little bit similar to a quality score from AdWords, if you will, or a PageRank score from Google Organic. And so it gives you these numbers, and as you're doing things on Twitter, posting more posts, getting more likes on Facebook, you see that score moving, and you have an understanding of, is that actually working for me? Am I doing the right thing for my business? And then the signals that we're starting to look at, over time they will become more sophisticated, but we can see, oh, you've posted 5 things on Twitter today, and look at what that did to your results. Based on that, the next day we might recommend you do the same thing, or you do a little bit more. And we'll actually tell you, here's some interesting content that you could share, right? Or here's some interesting things that you could do to your website that we've seen from your results in the past have actually driven results.
That's fantastic. It's a very useful tool.
Thank you.
So what technologies then should a company leverage to best reach their clients?
Yeah, really when you're looking at reaching new clients, there's the old staples, if you will. So search marketing. I myself, I was with AdWords for 10 years, so no surprise here. I really do like search marketing, and I think it can drive great results. What we're seeing more and more, though, is that clicks on search marketing do tend to get pretty pricey. There's a lot of competition out there. And so you have to start looking at all of these other techniques for finding new customers. And that's where having an integrated solution, an integrated strategy that combines content marketing, social marketing, organic, search, paid search, you have to bring all of that together. So one thing that I really like nowadays is remarketing. And one technique that you can do in remarketing is, rather than targeting the very expensive specific keywords at the bottom of the funnel for paid search, you find something that's maybe a little bit higher up on the funnel, or that's maybe more of a research type query where people are still trying to educate themselves on what is it that, what products, what tools exist that will solve my needs. Right? You target those more generic keywords, if you will. They tend to be cheaper, but you can drop a cookie whenever those users visit your website. And now what you can do is you can make remarketing lists, and you can get really sophisticated with it. If you use Google Analytics, it's not just saying, okay, here's a remarketing list of people who've come to this one specific page, but you can say, okay, find me people who came from a specific source, right? Say they came from LinkedIn, or they used a specific keyword, and they spent a certain amount of time on my site, and they bought something or they didn't buy something. And so you take all these little pieces of information, and you build your own remarketing list any way you want it. And so what you've done is, the key thing here is you have to have a lot of people on your basic list visiting your website to be able to build these very specific targeted remarketing lists. And that's why you have to go, I think, a little bit more broadly. Go for content marketing so that you do draw those people into the site, and then you can figure out how to reconnect with them and really sell to them.
That's fantastic. So speaking of social marketing and those types of modes of marketing, what are a few of your predictions for the way social marketing will be evolving into the future?
Social marketing, I think we've only scraped the surface on that. It's, there's a disconnect, right? People, when they go on social media, they're not looking to buy something. So it's really branding that happens. It's sort of the upper funnel of conversions. And so I think over time what you're going to see is, as Facebook, for example, goes out and builds a display network of its own, display does work pretty well, and it can work even better if you understand who that person is and who they're connected to. And so I think you're going to see a lot more coming out of that when you see more mobile ads on on the apps that Facebook, that Google Plus has. That's how people consume this stuff nowadays. They're always on their mobile phones. If you can connect with them at that point in time and give them something really relevant, that's huge. And so fundamentally, I think the shift is happening where social is no longer the product, but it becomes a feature of everything else. Everything you do can be made better by making it social in some way, right? So think about a Google search. Google search used to not really understand who I was as a person, what I was doing, who I was connected to. So if I did a search for Jaguar, it might give me the animal, but really what I wanted to find out was the operating system from Apple. And so because it maybe understands now that I'm in the technology space, that I read a lot of technology content, Google can give me that result much higher up. And so search just became better for me because there was a social dimension. And now, because I'm happier with my search results, maybe I see more ads that are actually relevant to what I was looking for, and that's an opportunity for marketers to then connect with their consumers.
That's very powerful. I want to thank you for coming out today. It's been a busy day here at IMA, and I've really enjoyed speaking with you and learning from you. This is really a great opportunity. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having me, Alex.
Great.
It was great. Thank you.
Alex Gray with IMA TV, and we look forward to seeing you at the next interview. Bye for now. Hi, I'm Alex Gray with IMA TV, and I'm here with Jeff Marcoux, Senior Product Marketing Manager for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. We are honored to have you here.
Good to be here.
Could you inform us a little bit more about what you do at Microsoft?
Yeah, so inside of the Microsoft Dynamics CRM team, I'm responsible for telling the cross story across sales and marketing as it pertains to our customers. So our customers use Dynamics CRM for sales, marketing, customer care, and we really believe in the storytelling aspect of those different kind of workloads, if you might call them.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Which social media tools does Microsoft Dynamics CRM use to market their services, and how effective have they been? How effective are they?
Yeah, so we have profiles on what I'd call probably the 4 main social media platforms out there that we really feel are most valuable for our audience. So that would be Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Kind of the standards when you think about them, but those are ones we found to be most valuable for us. We use each of the platforms in a very different way, and so we also track and measure them in different ways and define success in different ways from them. So Facebook for us has really been an opportunity to share big ideas that we feel are important. How technology like business solutions from Microsoft like Dynamics CRM can really help people work better together, can work smarter, and how companies are recognizing this and equipping their employees accordingly. Additionally, we use things like LinkedIn and Twitter to help us connect with the larger community of passionate users of our platforms and of our services there. So our partners and customers who are also contributing to those ongoing conversations. We actually have a very active Facebook page and Twitter page where we're daily and hourly interacting with those customers there. And finally, we use YouTube as a way to share videos about our ideas, our product, our features from the Microsoft Dynamics team, but additionally our customers and our partners will share on there. So we also have a new one that you may have heard of, our acquisition of Yammer there, and we're starting to build out a platform and a social media channel through the Yammer there as well.
Wonderful. And how does Microsoft Dynamics CRM keep up with the constant demands of social marketing?
Yeah, so we're actually really lucky as a large company to have social media leads at both the corporate level as well as in the different business levels that are out there. We have people whose sole responsibilities are to integrate social media into our product marketing and our communications on a daily basis. That's top of mind for us. So we're a bit unique from a lot of companies out there that those specific roles are there. We also have access to company-wide resources like community managers, analytics and reporting tools, as well as access to thought leadership pieces, research that are going on out there in the community. At Microsoft, we're always striving to grow and improve our social media efforts, though. And so we're learning, we're constantly evaluating our efforts, and that's a big part of our challenge, and that's a big goal of ours, is always to be evaluating and changing and adapting to be better performers out there. By keeping really close to the data, as we believe at Microsoft, we believe that we can continue to refine those social media programs and our approaches to those. And that through those we can refine those relationships and empower our customers even more in going through that as we develop them.
Wonderful. And which tools or strategies do you believe could make a significant impact in a company's social marketing efforts?
Oh yeah, definitely. At Microsoft, we believe that the most impactful social marketing is really first and foremost great marketing to begin with. If you don't have a good story to begin with, it doesn't really matter if you're social or not. So it all starts at the core with just great marketing, period. As with any marketing effort, it's really critical to consider the tie to the business objectives rather than just make it a one-off scenario. I'm just going to send this tweet. I'm just going to do this Facebook post. It's also critical to consider it as a part of the more broad marketing communications activities that you're doing into the cadence so that, again, it's not a separate channel, it's part of your regular marketing rhythm that you're executing there. Additionally, it's really critical to measure and analyze and evolve your approach. Social is always changing and you have to change with it as well. So you need to change your approach to messaging through what we call marketing science, rather than simply just doing tactics. So using data again and analyzing those performances to really drive home and improve your programs over time. In fact, what we really believe is that the best opportunities to experiment within social media marketing really come with a solid platform to understand the results of those experiments that you're doing.
Okay, that's all the questions that I have, and I would like to thank you so much for taking the time in this busy event to sit down with me, and really honored to finally be able to do that.
Definitely.
This is Jeff Marcoux, Senior Product Marketing Manager for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you being here. And this is Alex Gray. See you at the next interview. Thanks. Hi, I'm Alex Gray with IMA TV, and I'm here with the Honorable Finbar Hill, Consul General to the country of Ireland. Mr. Hill, it is really an honor to meet you.
Thank you, Alex. Delighted to meet you too.
I'd like to start by asking you, could you please give us a description of your role as Consul General to the country of Ireland?
I am very fortunate to be Honorary Consul General of Ireland. Let me tell you first of all how Consul Generals are appointed. They are nominated by their government. So in my case, by the government of Ireland, nominated me to be Honorary Consul General, covering effectively Los Angeles and Orange County. And then that application goes to the United States State Department, who are approve it in effect. And indeed, they can make you persona non grata, but at least I wasn't clear that. The role then, having taken up the position, is, how would you say it, it is extraordinarily wide, in the sense that your principal duty is to look after Irish citizens who are here in the United States in my consular area. And you do that by a number of different ways. You do it by dealing with them, particularly if they're in trouble. You know, and there may be arrests, unfortunately, from time to time. People may have babies when they're here, and that you know, causes a little bit of difficulty, because technically they are now American citizens, and then they want to be Irish. So there's a duality of citizenship involved. There are people whose passports expire. There are people who may apply for Irish citizenship, and I'd like to dwell on that for just a moment, if I may. If you had a parent or a grandparent born in Ireland, you are entitled to apply for Irish citizenship. And in other words, you may be a dual citizenship. There is no problem about duality. I encourage it for younger people, particularly if they want to work in Europe, because with an Irish passport, they have access to all the European Union without the necessity of a visa or a work permit. So it's very beneficial for younger people. Then we deal with visa applications of people who, Americans themselves, can go to Ireland for up to 90 days without a visa, but you know, there are a lot of people here who have green cards from other countries, the Philippines, China, etc. They require visa, so we deal with those applications as well. I think then, in addition to that, we have Irish agencies, the Industrial Development Authority, who are responsible for inward investment into Ireland, and they have been extremely successful. We have 120,000 Irish people working with American companies, very important to the economy of the country. And they have played a huge part, but they're also very profitable from an American point of view, because we have the lowest tax rate in Europe. So if they're making profits in Ireland and they're expanding, they can use the profits. We have a 12.5% tax rate. The American is 35, 36. So, you know, the differentiation that can be used for expansion, which can be very beneficial for American companies. Then we have the Enterprise Ireland, are the company tasked with expanding indigenous Irish industries abroad. We help those when we can. The Irish Film Board, who promote the filmmaking in Ireland. And last but by no means least, Tourism Ireland are a very big body who promote tourism into Ireland, and we work with them in promoting it, particularly here on the West Coast.
Wow. It's quite a roster of activities.
And you do it all for nothing.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's for nothing, but...
Oh yeah, I mean we do. I don't, there is no salary attached to what I do.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
fantastic. And my next question then, on the heels of this, is do you use any forms of internet marketing in your role as Consul General of Ireland? And if so, what are they and how have they been helpful?
Well, yes, we do use the internet. All government departments have websites so that all their departments and the workings of their department are interested. One of the ways I was thinking of coming over is, for years, if the government were issuing a press release and it was important, they would put an embargo for publication on it for certain, so they'd send it out to the Press Association, the Irish newspapers, etc. But they would say embargoed until. Now, unfortunately, the world being what it is, sometimes those were leaked. But now with the internet, you can just press a button and inform all the people at the same time. So that's very beneficial. Then the Tourism Ireland certainly do a lot of their promotions now through the internet on the marketing side of it, and they're telling me that it's very successful.
And do you find that the businesses in Ireland, have they been utilizing online forms of marketing to gain a foothold in global commerce?
And I wouldn't be as familiar with that as I would be with Irish government, but the answer is yes, they are. I was looking at, for instance, the American companies that have facilities in Ireland. Google, for instance, have 1,500 Irish people employed in their facility there. Hewlett Packard's have huge facilities. Google are there now. Twitter have their Google's international headquarters. Not Google's, I beg your pardon. Facebook's international headquarters are now in Ireland. Wow. Google have a big presence in Ireland. So yes, there is a big presence in Ireland for the social media and internet marketing in general.
Fantastic. Well, that's all the questions I have for today. I want to thank you so much for coming and chatting with me. It's really wonderful hearing you and listening to your knowledge. It's been great. I
will finish in Irish. Tá fáill throat. You are very welcome. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
This is Alex Gray with IMA TV, and we'll see you at the next interview. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll do that.
Hi, this is Alex Gray from IMA TV. I am here with Paul McMullen, CEO of Parenting Pride. Great to finally have you here.
Nice to meet you.
I'm
glad to be here.
Yeah, wonderful. Could you start by telling us a little bit more about Parenting Pride and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Parenting Pride is a smartphone app that has a particular product called Truth Locker. And the Truth Locker archives all text messages, photos, Facebook messages, and tweets in real time. And it stores them remotely on a website so that you can access them later.
Wow. Which tools or strategies do you believe could make a significant impact in a company's social marketing efforts?
Well, obviously Facebook is very important. Likes nowadays are very important. Tweets are also very important as word of mouth spreads. And search engine optimization. A lot of the customers that are out there don't know that text messages are not saved by the cell phone companies. If it's deleted off of the phone, it's gone forever. And so part of our search engine optimization is to be the solution when parents look for how do I retrieve the text messages that were deleted off of my child's phone? How do I find the Facebook messages that have been deleted off my Facebook page? Because they're trying to get to the root of a problem, and sometimes it's related to bullying, detrimental kind of behavior, etc.
Wow. What technologies should a company leverage to best reach their clients?
Well, I definitely believe the mobile phone is very, very important as far as leveraging the way to reach their audience. But more importantly is the stories of how our products impact families and children. It's a story that my life was this way before I started to archive, and now it's this way after. It says that I am now insulated and protected from people treating me without respect. And now I have a way to share this with my parents or attempt to resolve this peer-to-peer.
I see. And what are a few things a company can do right now to jumpstart their online marketing strategy?
Right now, what we have done to jumpstart our online strategy is a freemium program. And basically what we do is we offer the product for free with very limited features on a 30-day basis. And we recycle the storage space. And we offer the customer, would you like to permanently save last month's archives? Or if it's not important to you, it's not important to us, therefore we're going to delete it. if it is important, if something dramatic has happened, you can see a developing situation, it's very important that you might want to permanently save it. As this develops, you may need this archive to go back and really develop a strategy for resolution. So at that point in time, we attempt to convert from a free version to a premium version of $19.99 per year.
Wonderful. And as a parent, I really appreciate what you do.
You're very welcome.
It's a really great product. I want to thank you for coming by. This is Paul McMullen, CEO of Parenting Pride. Thank you for being here. Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And this is Alex Gray signing off from IMA TV. We'll see you at the next interview. Thank you. Hi, I'm Alex Gray with IMA TV, and I'm here with Michael Fern from Intigi. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure being here.
I was hoping you could actually introduce Intigi and tell us a little bit more about what you do.
Sure, of course. So Intigi is a content curation platform, and we help companies find relevant content for them. So it's any content from websites to social media, and then take that content, put it onto their website, and push it out to social media to help them build their brand and also to drive qualified website traffic.
Wow, sounds amazing. What technologies should a company leverage to best reach their clients?
Sure. So I think companies using online marketing and technology are trying to do two things, really. One is build brand, so get their name out there, make people aware of what they're doing. And the second is to drive traffic to get customers and turn the traffic into leads and then obviously into revenue of some form. And so I think you can look at doing that in two ways. One is, how do you reach customers or prospects outside your company? So you want to use social media, you want to use display ads, search ads, try to get your company ranked highly in organic search. So you're trying to reach people outside your company. This is prospects or potential customers. So part of the technologies you want to leverage are, the social media platforms, social news aggregators, social review sites, of course, search engine marketing, like paid search. Also, of course, trying to increase your organic search rankings, and then potentially display ads as well. And then, so that's all off-site. And then you also want to get people to come onto your website, of course, so you can turn, visitors into conversions and into revenue. And when you get people onto your website, you want to have things like calls to action to convert people, to try to capture the value from them coming onto your website. You also want to use technologies like lead nurturing technologies, email nurturing, for instance, automated emails. Remarketing is a great thing as well. Like, people come to your website, then they go off again. How do you recapture them? So I think really you want to look at technology from two standpoints. One is social media, off-site, which is how do you reach customers that aren't familiar with your company, aren't on your website, and then again think about technologies that you can use on your website to capture customers once they're visiting your company, your online property.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay. And so, what technologies does Intigi provide in the social marketing arena?
Sure. So again, we have this curation platform, and the way that it works is you put in your interests. You tell us what your interests are. So what kind of content are your customers most interested in? Are there certain trends that you want to track? We then deliver in real time all the best content to a marketer in a company, and then we make it super easy to take that content and put it onto your website to create a dynamic presence online, and also take that content and push it out to all the relevant social media channels like Facebook pages, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, and so on. So it really helps you build brand on social media, and then also drive traffic from social media onto your website, and then capture the value by bringing those people to your website.
Okay. And finally, what are a few of your predictions about where social media marketing is going and where it's evolving to? Sure.
So I think we're at the very nascent stages with social media marketing. It's just, people are just getting familiar with it. I'd say it's quite immature. The way that people are using social media is quite immature. So I think it's going to get very sophisticated, or much more sophisticated over time. So I think we're going to see a lot more work on analytics, like what's the return, or metrics, what's the return on social media efforts. I think we're also going to see a lot more personalization. So, using social media in a way that is personalized to different kinds of customers on different platforms. I think we're also going to see a lot more use of both original content and curated content. So, companies creating original content, but also curating content. So I think, and then I guess another point is integrating content strategy with social media marketing. So companies are producing a lot of content. How can they get that content out to people offsite in the most efficient way? By using social media as a distribution platform, but then also not just distributing content, but using social media for interaction and for engagement. So I think, the general thing we're going to see is just a lot more sophisticated use of social media, and companies becoming more familiar with the possibilities and doing it and using social media in a more efficient manner.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and answering our questions. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
And it's great learning about Intigy and what you guys do. This is Alex Gray for IMA TV, and we'll see you at the next interview. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Yeah, thanks.
Hi, this is Alex Gray with IMA TV. I am here with Mark Stark, CEO of Americana Holdings. Really honored to have you here.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks for being here.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, please tell us a little bit more about what you do.
Well, I have two operations. I have Prudential Americana Group Realtors here in Las Vegas, and I also have Prudential Arizona Properties in Arizona. We have about 2,000 sales executives between both markets. We do residential real estate sales along with commercial real estate sales.
Wow. How does a company keep up with the constant demands of social media marketing?
Well, I think step one is really having a specific plan of attack. It's really easy, specifically with social media, for it to get away from you. And what we've been successful at is we're very intentional on creating a plan to say, this is what our expectations is, here's what we're trying to accomplish in this time frame, and let's move towards it. We're not trying to be everything to everyone all at one time, and that's been very effective for us.
And so what are a few of your predictions then about how social media marketing is evolving?
Well, it's funny how things come, full circle. I think we're looking more at a direct marketing model where, you're really going to have to learn more about your client. The more information you have, the better you're going to be able to serve them. This idea of one plan of attack fits all is really not going to be effective. You really got to understand what their likes, their dislikes are, so you can best serve them. And keep in mind, you can have a group of clients that like X or Y and another group that, like ABC. And you've got to be, you got to be aware of it so you can act on it.
I see. And on the heels of that question, what are a few things a company can do right now to jumpstart their online marketing strategy?
Well, as I said at the beginning, I think step one is come up with that plan. People tend to run with the herd, and when they do that, what you end up doing is you're basically chasing your tail. So I think step one is come up with that plan of attack, be very specific of what you're trying to accomplish, and then build that plan and move forward on it. The next aspect of it is know that it doesn't have to be this, you don't have to eat the elephant all at one time. Take a bite of the elephant, do it, and then start again. I promise you, the people who are trying to do it all at one time, if you do it piece by piece, you'll end up way ahead and more effective through the process.
It's fantastic advice and so true. Okay, well, I want to thank you for stopping by. It's such a busy day, and I'm so happy that you came to join us at IMA TV. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
This is Mark Stark, CEO of Americana Holdings, and I am Alex Gray here with IMA TV. We'll see you at the next interview. Thank you so much. Thank you.